Good evening, folks, and welcome to the 7th episode of the Rahul Nair Finance Show. You're listening to the Daily Dealroom, from startups to stock markets, where we decode the business buzz of the day, crisp, clear, and to the point.
Today is 15th July, 2025. Before we begin, here's a quick disclaimer. This podcast is for educational purposes only. It is not a buy or sell recommendation. Always consult a financial advisor before making investment decisions.
Let's start with our first segment, the market wrap closing bell. Sensex climbed up by 0.38% to close at 82,570, and Nifty followed with a 0.45% gain, ending at 25,195. Markets had a cheerful tone today, like they had good news with morning chai. Auto stocks led the rally, with Nifty Auto gaining 1.5%. And even sectors like pharma and FMCG contributed. Metals, however, remained sluggish. Let's look at how major indices performed. Bank Nifty, up 0.43%, closed at 57,006. Nifty Midcap, gained 0.95%, closed at 59,612. Nifty Smallcap, also up 0.95%, closed at 19,135. Nifty Capital Market, top gainer, up 2.10%. All indices closed in the green, a rare clean sweep.
Let's continue with our second segment, company news, earnings, and announcements. Let's break down HCL Tech's Q1 FY26 results. While revenues beat expectations at 30,349 crore, up 8.1% year-over-year, net profit fell almost 10% to 3,843 crore. EBIT margin stood at 16.3%, down 80 basis points. The company announced a 12 rupees share interim dividend. They've revised FY26 revenue guidance upward to 3 to 5%, but lowered EBIT margin outlook to 17 to 18%. A one-off client bankruptcy and ramp-up delays hurt margins. Bookings were down year-over-year at $1.81 billion, but the pipeline remains strong. HCL's partnership with OpenAI and GenAI investments are aiding growth. However, shares dropped 4.3% as analysts cut targets. Top line strong, but profitability remains under pressure. Mutual fund inflows into Adani stocks. Mutual funds poured over 2,800 crore into Adani Group companies in June. Adani Ports saw the biggest inflow, 900 crore. Followed by Adani Energy at 800 crore. Major contributors included Kotak Mahindra MF, 476 crore, and Invesco MF. Only ACC saw net outflows. This signals growing institutional confidence in the Adani Group, despite earlier controversies. Company moves. Hero Motocorp and VIP Industries. Hero Motocorp is entering the UK, Germany, France, and Spain by Q2 FY26. Part of their bold global expansion roadmap. Meanwhile, VIP Industries is transitioning leadership. The promoter noted that the next generation isn't keen, and a new ownership-aligned professional team will be taking charge.
Let's continue with our third segment, gold, currency, and global buzz. Retail inflation dropped to a 6-year low of 2.1% in June. Food prices fell sharply. Vegetables, pulses, fish, even spices entered deflation territory. Urban inflation eased more than rural. WPI inflation turned negative at negative 0.13%. RBI has already cut repo rates by 100 bips this year, latest being a 50 bips cut. Economists suggest there's room for more easing. The INR fell to 85.98 rupees per USD, its lowest in 2 weeks. A mix of large dollar buying, FII outflows, and global strength in the US dollar after Trump's tariff threats on Europe added pressure. Silver surged to an all-time high near 1.15 lakh rupees per kilogram, boosting Hindustan Zinc to its 52-week high. Tesla, Model Y India launch. Tesla opened its first showroom in Mumbai's BKC. The Model Y RWD starts at 60 lakh, while the long-range variant is 68 lakh, much higher than in the US or China due to import duties. Specs include up to 750-kilometer range, optional full self-driving, and deliveries are expected in Q3 FY25. Tesla is testing waters before considering local production. BSE bomb threat on July 14th. BSE received a hoax bomb threat via email claiming RDX bombs were planted. The building was evacuated. No explosives were found. This was part of a string of hoax threats in Delhi and Amritsar. Police have registered a criminal case and are tracing the sender. Quick law enforcement response ensured safety. Meta acquires Play AI. Meta acquired Play AI, a voice tech startup focused on human-like AI voices. This strengthens Meta's smart glasses, chatbots, and AR/VR platforms. It'll help in scaling content like audiobooks, virtual influencers, and support agents with realistic voice tech, part of Meta's all-in AI push.
Let's continue with our fourth segment, Business Analysis: Nvidia's Origin Story. Nvidia was founded in 1993 with just $600. After a flop with its first chip, it bounced back with the GeForce 256, the first real GPU. CUDA in 2006 marked its AI entry. Today, it powers ChatGPT and other top models using chips like the H100 and Blackwell. In Q1 FY26, Nvidia clocked $44 billion in revenue, 88% from data centers. It even briefly hit a $4 trillion market cap, surpassing India's GDP. Challenges include US-EU scrutiny and China export curbs, but next-gen Rubin chips are coming in 2026. Truly, a remarkable rise from near bankruptcy to AI dominance.
Let's continue with our fifth segment, Private Market Pulse. Porter posted another strong year. Revenue grew to 4,300 crore in FY25, up 50% year by year, and the company turned profitable. Blinkit is shifting to an inventory-led model from September 1st. This could improve margins by controlling sourcing.
Let's continue with our sixth segment, Industry Insight Q1 FY26 Bank Deposits. Private banks outpaced PSBs in deposit growth this quarter, up 1.3% QOQ versus flat PSB growth. Loan growth followed a similar pattern. System-wide deposit growth stood at approximately 10% year-over-year, outpacing credit growth by 50 bips. HDFC Bank led with 16.2% year-over-year deposit growth. Net interest margins are under pressure, but improving asset quality has lowered credit costs. Analysts expect modest PAT growth of 3 to 4% year-over-year.
Let's continue with our seventh segment, Bonuses, Fundraising Highlights. Unibos Technology raised 5.5 crore in pre-Series A for industrial robotics. Gibran AI, focused on nature-inspired adaptive AI, raised $2.6 million from Together Fund. Fractal Analytics secured $170 million via secondary share sale, now valued at $2.44 billion.
Bonus information. Tax refunds have grown 474% over the past 11 years, from 83,000 crore to 4.77 lakh crore in FY25. Average refund time is down from 93 to 17 days, thanks to digitalization, pre-filled ITRs, and real-time systems. Refunds now make up 17.6% of total direct tax collections. It's a sign of better compliance, stronger systems, and more transparency. That wraps up today's episode of the Rahul Nair Finance Show, brought to you under our daily series, The Daily Deal Room, from startups to stock markets. If you like this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends, colleagues, or anyone who's into business and investing.
We'll catch you tomorrow with more updates. Until then, stay curious, stay invested.